Some of the biggest businesses in history have been built on scams and deception. In this video, we uncover one of the most shocking business frauds that made billions of dollars while fooling millions of people. They made billions, and nobody saw it coming. Behind closed doors, hidden from the public eye, some of the world's biggest businesses have pulled off the most deceptive scams in history. Schemes so carefully executed that even regulators, investors, and customers had no idea what was happening. This isn't just about small-time fraudsters or Ponzi schemes. This is about billion-dollar corporations using legal loopholes, insider deals, and hidden tricks to amass unimaginable wealth, all while keeping the truth buried. So what was the biggest business scam ever pulled off? How did it generate billions of dollars without anyone noticing? And most importantly, how did they get away with it? Stay with me as we uncover one of the greatest financial deceptions in history. Let's begin. The perfect scam begins. Every great business scam has one thing in common. It starts with trust. Before the fraud is exposed, before the lawsuits begin, before the victims realize what happened, there's always a period when everything looks legitimate. The company seems successful, profitable, and even revolutionary. Investors are excited, customers are satisfied, and Wall Street is all in. But underneath the surface, the numbers don't add up. Let's take one of the most infamous scams in modern history. Enron. The rise of Enron, a billion-dollar lie. In the 1990s, Enron was considered one of the most innovative companies in the world. It was a Wall Street darling, a Fortune 500 giant, and a pioneer in the energy sector. Investors saw soaring stock prices. Analysts praised the company's genius strategies. Executives were celebrated as visionaries. But here's what nobody knew. It was all fake. Enron wasn't making real profits. Instead, it was using a complex web of accounting tricks to make it look like it was earning billions. How? They created off-the-books companies that were technically separate, but still controlled by Enron. These fake companies would borrow money, take on Enron's debt, and hide financial losses, making it seem like Enron was wildly profitable. In reality, the company was hemorrhaging money, but as long as the stock price kept rising, nobody questioned it. The scam worked until it didn't. In 2001, an internal whistleblower exposed the fraud. The company collapsed overnight, wiping out $74 billion in investor wealth and ruining the lives of thousands of employees who had invested their life savings into Enron stock. Executives went to prison. The company was erased from history, but the lesson remained. A business can look like a gold mine on the outside while being completely hollow on the inside. But here's the shocking part. Enron was just the beginning. How companies fake success. Enron's scandal should have changed everything. But the truth is, business scams didn't stop. They just evolved. Companies found new ways to hide losses, manipulate earnings, and deceive investors, all while staying within legal gray areas. One of the most common tricks? Revenue recognition fraud. Here's how it works. A company signs a contract today, but records revenue as if they already earned the money, even though they haven't been paid yet. Why? Because it makes the company look more profitable than it actually is. Tech startups, subscription-based businesses, and even major corporations have been caught using this trick to inflate their financials and mislead investors. And then there's pump and dump schemes, where insiders artificially hype up a stock, push prices sky high, sell their shares for massive profits, and leave regular investors holding the bag when the stock crashes. The scam that almost destroyed the economy. If you think business scams only hurt a few people, think again. One of the biggest financial scams in history didn't just wipe out a single company, it nearly collapsed the entire global economy. I'm talking about the 2008 financial crisis. For years, major banks had been giving out risky loans, knowing that borrowers couldn't repay them. These loans were then bundled into complex financial products and sold to investors as safe assets. But here's the catch. These assets were worthless. Banks, hedge funds, and insurance companies were all in on the scam, creating an illusion of stability when, in reality, the entire system was built on bad debt and false promises. When the truth came out, the market collapsed. Trillions of dollars were wiped out. Millions of people lost their homes, jobs, and savings. And the people responsible? They walked away with billions. How scammers get away with it? You might be wondering, how do these companies keep getting away with it? The answer? Perception over reality. If a company looks successful, people assume it must be. If stock prices are rising, investors believe everything is fine. If CEOs are celebrated in the media, no one questions what's happening behind the scenes. By the time the truth comes out, it's too late. The insiders have already cashed out, the investors are left with nothing. And the cycle repeats with a new company, a new scheme, and a new deception. How to protect yourself. So how can you avoid falling for the next big business scam? 1. Follow the money. If a company's success seems too good to be true, look at where the profits are actually coming from. 2. Watch out for financial tricks. Be skeptical of companies that use complex accounting, vague revenue reports, or too much debt. 3. Don't trust hype. Just because a company is all over the news doesn't mean it's legitimate. Do your own research. 4. Look at the long term. The best businesses don't need to fake success. They have strong fundamentals, real profits, and sustainable growth. At the end of the day, business scams thrive on blind trust. But now you know what to look for. If you found this video eye-opening, make sure to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of business, money, and finance. Because the next billion-dollar scam, it's already happening.